Fagbemi SAN, are you indicting President Tinibu or you are indicting the committee of not doing the right thing?
No, with utmost humility. Here we say things the way they are. I'm not indicting the Council of State. I haven't said that he didn't consult with the Council of State. I said the Constitution stipulates in Section 175, which rests the power on the President to grant pardon or clemency, whichever way you want to look at it, and in consultation. So for us, I'm not a member of the Council of State, so I cannot say for a fact that he indeed consulted the Council of State. That is my point.
Okay.
So for us, because if you look at the chart, the categories of those that have been pardoned, there is a point, there is one that gives us some concern. That is the issue. For instance, pardoning drug barons, drug offenders.
Yes.
And knowing fully well that at a point in this country, the sitting president, like President Ahmed Bola Tinibu, has been one time or the other been alleged to have forfeited about $480,000 to the United States authority.
It was alleged.
It was alleged. As I use the word, I say it was alleged.
Okay.
That he was forfeited about $480,000 to the United States of America as a result of his being allegation of being a part of a drug syndicate. And here we are. With utmost humility, it might be trying to remember your old classmates. With utmost humility.
Comrade, let's be very clear.
Yes.
Are you faulting the decision of the president? Because when we x-ray the statistics of those giving pardon by Oriental Times,
yes,
drug-related offense has about 40%. Illegal mining offenses is on 34%.
Okay.
Financial of white-collar crimes is on 17%. Violent or capital offense, 14%. So what I'm trying to say is that the drug-related issue, considering the fact that you accuse the president, or you said allegedly that the president was asked to forfeit whatever it is as a case of relating to drugs. So are you not indirectly saying that most of those that were given state pardon that fell under that category, it was fishy or kind of related to a kind of cartel that may have existed before?
You see, there's a saying that when a king, when a well-known criminal now emerge as a king, his kingdom will not become a rally point for criminals. I'm not saying that Nigeria is not becoming a rally point for drug barons. But if that's your meaning to what I have said, there won't be any problem. I must say this.
Quickly, let me quickly comment. Don't forget, the president was not at any point convicted, except you have your facts otherwise.
I haven't said he has been convicted.
Okay.
The point I'm saying, if for instance, someone had been said, okay, in forfeiture. Do you know what that means? You must forfeit this.
Was that case of forfeiture established?
It was, yes.
Well established.
Well established.
Okay,
even prior to his emergence during, it was all over everywhere. Of which then he was a student in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, that he was involved. So the point some of us are saying, and many Nigerians, I think they've concluded that the drug offenders taking the larger chunk of the pardons is a reminder, perhaps, an old schoolmate is in power. So an old schoolmate must try to remember he's our old schoolmate. That's exactly what has played out in this, pardon of our president. At any rate, let's look at it this way. We must be very frank. For a country like Nigeria and Africa, although another reason, according to them, that they decided to, pardon, is to discongest the prison. For me, there are many unlawful Nigerians
detainees
in prisons. There are many unlawful. All these persons that he are, pardon, they are well known, established, well known for their notoriety in terms of bad character, in terms of just name them. But today you've unleashed them, you've released them to the society. Although some have said, like the issue of that well-known kidnapper, that they started one country, I've forgotten, perhaps for them to do the bidding in 2027. That Nigerians should be very careful. We have had this case where a prisoner, in Delta State, leaving a prison to commit crime.
No, of course,
commit crime in Edo State. And they later discovered that the perpetrator is a prisoner. So how do you now tie this together with what the president has said? So there is every pointer to the fact that what the average Nigerian, what they are saying, there is a truth, there is a sense in what they are saying.
Okay.
We must be very, careful when we are dealing with such a very sensitive matter. It is very sensitive.
Okay.
That is my concern.
Okay, comrade, thank you very much. Now, let me quickly take you back to the issue of Miriam Sanda.
Yes.
Who murdered her husband in 2020, and the court, both the Federal High Court, which is a trial court, and the appeal court actually convicted her, the sentencing her to death.
Yes.
Now, do you think the decision of the president to give her pardon, considering the fact that the family of the late husband, they took resources, they took time to pursue justice in court, do you think, if at all, she was supposed to be given a pardon or commutation? Commutation is a way of trying to reduce the length of jail. Do you think that would have been better than just giving her pardon? What message, how do you think the family of the deceased husband would be feeling now and before the Nigeria? Is there any is there any threat in this going forward? Maybe people will just wake up one day, or maybe husband or wife kill their partner. At the end of the day, they'll be granted a state pardon. What do you think to that?
For me, this is an appeal to the male that they need to be very careful with their wives from this pardon of Miriam Sanda, because knowing fully well that if she commit crimes tomorrow, and if by virtue of their family background and they are well-to-do, they can network with those in authority to free their daughter. Although some have said, perhaps this is another gender equality to remember the female folks. It is a bad precedent. I must be very frank with you. Miriam Sanda is a woman that stabbed her husband to death because she discovered a certain text message in her husband's phone.
And the court validated that.
Of course, validated, and you are aware. I think the late guy was the son of the former PDP national president, Bola, if I'm not mistaken. So for us, and I think the man is late. I'm not very sure. And the said wife, the widow, now the family is well to do, and it is a promise. And looked at, as I have said, it is a bad precedent.
And sorry to cut you. What many reactions, several reactions have been trailing this state pardon. We were seeing where people are saying that these people that were given state pardon, granted state pardon by the president, must have belonged to a certain group of very influential and wealthy people in the society. Take, for example, Miriam Sanda. Her mother was the former MD of ASO Savings. Now you look at the person of Ibori, and you also now take it to the likes of Anini of Benin, the likes of Evans and all of that. Could it be that those people, they don't have those to mediate, powerful people to mediate on their behalf, and others?
Let me quickly say this. You are not far from the truth.
Now, looking at the people's reactions.
Because if you look at the whole gamut of persons, about 175 or 175 or 74, if I'm not mistaken, of the persons, pardon, I must tell you for a fact that, yes, by and large, that the genuine ones, they are not even up to 20. I must be very frank with you.